Hello? You're muted. You're muted. Look below.
Hi.
Hi.
Ew, this is so creepy.
Literally when you're the only ones.
What is this?
We're the only ones, literally. We're literally the only ones.
So weird.
I don't know what to do.
Someone has to help Maria.
What?
We have to help Maria.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh my god. Ew, this is so weird.
Why didn't send streaks? Smile. Smile. Okay. Oh my god, today's Adam's birthday. I need to post something about him. I don't know what picture I have. The only pictures I have of him are him and Martina, but I can't post that. Those are it's just me and I. Oh no, Maria. I'm gonna. No, not Martina. Maria. I'm gonna call her. What if we're talking and Miss Grove joins?
I'd cry.
Maria, calm down. Me and Ayana are the only ones here either way, so you have time. Me and Ayana are the only ones here, so you have time. Okay, so you know the Canvas thing? Go to Canvas. And go to Miss Gross. Go to Miss Gross's class. You know where it says prepare an announcement? You know where it says prepare prior to Zoom meeting on Monday, March 30th? You can't? Your camera's off. Announcement.
Unmute yourself, Camila.
What? Oh my god, hi. Camila's here.
Unmute yourself.
Sure, yeah, I'm perfect. Then you, yeah, and you click the link.
This is so weird. I don't like this.
Yes, no, no, that's not gonna automatically join you. Just click the link, click it. Okay, no, go on the announcements. Go on the, okay, now copy that link. Copy it. You know how to copy it?
Who are you talking to?
No, the link, not the title. It's right there. No, not the full link, just the link. Okay, yeah. Copy it. Now go on a new tab. Go to a new tab. I know. Now paste it. Now press enter. Wow. Wait, now put the. Now put the meeting ID.
It's gonna be a mess if everybody joins.
Miss Girls could probably mute us.
Oh, you're right.
I know, I don't want her to.
Me either.
Ew, what if someone just like joins out of the blue? That's so weird. Ew, we have Miss V.
I don't want to.
Okay,
So
Is today even or odd?
look. Did you put the meeting ID? Like before. Okay, just wait for it to load. That's why she said to do it before.
That's why we have online classes.
You need to speak up.
I said that's why we have online classes.
Bruh, really? It's not her birth. Bruh, it's not her birthday.
I'm gonna make a TikTok.
Miss Girls better mute us. I'm coughing 24/7. She has to mute me at least. Oh, I can mute myself. Bruh, everyone's texting me. How do I do the Zoom thing? Go to Canvas, copy the link to a new tab.
Mom? Mom?
Oh, it's Lamont.
Ooh.
Lamont is joining. Lamont is joining.
Oh, he joined without camera.
Bruh.
It do
I
be
need-
like that sometimes.
Hi. Lamont, unmute yourself right now.
can't show your camera.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You can't just like
That's the whole point. You gotta, if
That's
not,
the point. If we're gonna make these TikToks, we have to make them right. So like, when are we gonna start? Because you said to join.
it's probably gonna be like, it's probably gonna be like 10:30 and she still hasn't joined.
Exactly.
Maria's joining right now. And
Okay.
then
It's like I got neon guts. Lamar.
no, we don't talk about that. I'm a OMG.
Keep the fact that I still haven't eaten anything.
I have my food right here, but I don't want to eat anymore because it's like. And then Christian says that the host has another meeting.
Hi, Gina.
Hi, Miss Gross.
How are you?
Good. And you?
I'm good. How's your break been?
It's been okay.
Good. You been staying inside a lot or getting out?
We've been walking the dog every day for like an hour. So
Good. Cool. So let me see what I want you to do here first. Hi, Ayana.
Hi, Miss Gross.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
yeah, I'm on Zoom. What are you? I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Hi. I'm busy. Stop. I'm in class. I'm in the middle of class. Okay. We don't talk about that.
Who is that?
That's my little sister.
Oh, okay. So let's see what I need to do here first. You guys can see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to need, let me go ahead and write this down. Have you guys talked much to your classmates to see if they're going to be ready for this?
Yeah, I talked to Christian and he says that when he clicks it, it's saying that the host has another meeting in progress. So
What?
Well, maybe I was working on
I'm
Zoom,
talking to
just making
class.
sure I was in. I don't know. It's weird.
I'm talking to the class.
I'm in the class right now.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Hi, Ayana.
Bye.
I'm talking to like Rihanna on the screen.
Hi.
Hey, Gina. Can you guys see me?
I need to close my door.
How did we supposed to do that thing though? I want to make my background.
Ayana, can you see me?
Right, look. Wait, I know how to do it. I kind of
Baby.
forgot one.
I want to do that. That's so cool. Oh, we have to open Canvas.
Look at this. Ready?
How?
Look. Put it.
Oh yeah, today's Adam's birthday, and I gotta go do something on Snapchat to celebrate his birthday.
You know what?
Oh hey.
Oh, cute background, Gina.
Where's Canvas? Okay.
Except now your face looks like it's part of the city there.
Yeah.
Wait, wrong class.
Is this all we have in here? Oh, is there more people here?
I think
I
we're
was trying to log
Anisa's here.
in.
Hi, Anisa.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Girl.
Hi. Hi, Lamont.
Lamont's here? Oh wow.
just muted.
We need to all let's all mute, okay?
Okay.
Well, not yet, because I do want to hear your voices, but once we start the lesson, I'm going to ask you to mute.
Brianna's trying to log in.
Okay.
Brianna, go to your email.
Brianna doesn't have this class.
Oh yeah, my bad. Her other class. She's actually dumb.
Who's Fire Tablet?
Fire tablet, not me.
Anisa, how did you write on here?
Because I click on girl screen
Oh.
and then I click on it and I click the text thing and
Okay, let me show you what you need where you need to write that. So, hi, Chris.
Where's
Good to see you. Your audio is enabled or disabled,
Yeah.
so I can't hear you, but that's
hi,
okay.
Chris.
Hi, Chris. Oh. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first thing I need you to do is make sure that you went ahead and wrote your name in the chat box so that I'll have a record of who's attended. And then I want you to go to Canvas and you're gonna open the assignment that says Caring for Cats or Daring Destiny for Dollars, okay?
Okay.
Who's Fire Tablet? Oh, hi, Samuel.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good.
Good. You don't want us to see you today?
Uh,
you just wake up and you're still in your PJs?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so have you guys all opened up the assignment in Canvas?
Okay.
All right, so as you can see, it says that the objective is to gather and synthesize information about the technologies that have changed the way humans influence the inheritance of desired traits in organisms. And you guys probably remember that I asked you to do a poll to see if you wanted to continue studying for the FCAT. And since we're not taking the FCAT this year due to the coronavirus, I guess about 67% of students, it was between 2/3 and 3/4 of students decided they'd rather not continue studying for the FCAT. So now we're just going to be covering news related stuff. in science, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna do a poll now.
What class will it go in?
The poll, let me just share this with you and you just go ahead and answer this one single question, okay? Are you a cat person, a dog person, both a cat and dog person, or neither a cat nor a dog person? Okay, I'm gonna launch this and then you can answer. So who hasn't done this yet? I see 6 of 9 people have voted. Let's just see who's able to, because I want to make sure that we have great participation. Ayana, were you able to respond?
Yes.
Camila?
Yes.
Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Anissa?
Yes.
Samuel?
Yes.
Gina?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Maria.
Maria's here.
Hi, Maria. Can you hear me?
Our audio is connecting.
Okay. Lamont, were you able to respond to the poll?
Yes.
Okay. Whose fire tablet?
Esther.
Esther. Good morning, Esther.
Nice.
Elijah,
Yes.
you were able to respond?
Yes.
Awesome. And what about you, Esther? She's still connecting.
Yeah.
Aristides, good morning. You don't want to show your lovely face? You want to enable the audio and the video?
No.
Oh, come on, dude.
Uh,
I can hear you. That's good. I'm really glad to hear you this morning. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Did you go ahead and answer the poll?
Yes.
Okay, Maria, were you able to answer the poll?
Unmute yourself, Maria.
Down in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that you can take yourself off mute. You heard Maria? Lower left-hand corner, unmute. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and continue. We can see that everybody in the poll that answered prefers, well, some of you prefer dogs. All of you love dogs, except for one person, neither likes cats nor dogs. Okay, well, that was just a fun little poll to get us started. Go back to Canvas now, and you'll see that. Let me share my screen again. Sorry, give me 1 minute. I'm slow. Okay, so you can see this. It says on Canvas that it says, well, it looks like the human species has done it again in favor of greed. Business people are obliterating Mother Nature so that we can, oh, is it so bad? Enjoy fluffy cats? Not everyone can enjoy cats due to allergies. Researchers have found through genetic engineering ways for individuals with cat allergies to not be affected by cats. Camila, you want to continue there? Where it says this, yeah.
This is actually quite relevant to what is going on in the world today because individuals that have allergies and asthma have symptoms which include nasal congestion, runny nose, chest congestion, coughing, wheezing,
Mama,
labored
mama.
breathing, and shallow breathing. All of these problems would
Exacerbate. That just
exacerbate
means to worsen.
respiratory symptoms associated with the coronavirus.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start this video. You don't need to start it since I'm gonna show it up here for you, okay?
Maria.
Family members, so I never counsel anybody to get rid of their pet.
All right, and I have one more little one that I want to show you. I gotta minimize this. No, we don't want that. 1 second. I've got this share screen right over the top of this video thing that's open. So let me. A little slow on it, aren't I? All right, try this again. And Canvas here. All right, here's the second video. All right, so in Canvas now, just page down a little bit below the videos, and we're going to open up this one that says read. Open that up, but also open up the one that says while, during, and after reading, okay? Yes?
No.
So I'm going to open up the one for reading. And for those of you, I think I saw that Elijah had joined. If anybody else has joined since we started, just go down to the chat. It's right in the middle of the bottom. Click on chat and write your name in the chat so that I can take attendance and know who's here at this meeting, okay? All right, so I have opened up this. Can you see this? Where my cursor's at? The reading, the article,
Yes, I can.
and down below also this hyperlink where it says while, during, and after reading. Make sure you've opened both of those up. All right, we're going to read through this little article, The Many Efforts to Lick Cat Allergies. And we're going to take turns reading. So anybody want to start? Anissa, can you begin? Make sure you take off your mute. Thank you. Who's that little angel? Hello.
Yes.
Is she gonna help read?
Hey, it's my brother.
Oh, okay. Hi, sweetie.
What happened?
We'll get somebody else to read, Anissa, okay? Go ahead and put yourself back on mute, okay? How about you, Lamont? Okay, Chris, can you begin?
Okay. So. Oh wait. Okay.
Oh, actually,
So.
now that you're ready, I'm going to interrupt. Sorry.
Oh, it's.
What I want is over here, let's open up the questions. Because there's a couple questions we're going to answer before reading. So the first question is, what does it mean to be allergic to something? And what happens when someone comes into contact with the thing to which they're allergic? Okay, do you know what it means to be allergic? Anyone? Camila?
Um,
Can I say it?
isn't it that when you're allergic, you can't be like let's say it's to a cat, you have like you could get. For me, I'm allergic to cat, and my face gets like
A rash?
no, not a rash. Let's just say I start like sneezing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anybody else want to add something?
Oh, I'm allergic to cats, and like when like I have cats in my house because I'm not like really allergic, but like I've had my cats all my life, and like when I come in contact like with its fur, like my eyes will get really itchy and I'll start to sneeze.
Okay. So let's
Oh yeah.
You have any problems, Chris?
Oh yeah. That's why I don't have pets, cause like it's like I have allergies high in my blood or something, and then like I'll start like allergic reactions.
All right. Well, I went ahead and I cheated and I got on the internet and got like a definition. You guys can do the same thing for this first question. An allergy is a damaging immune response by the body to a substance, especially pollen, for a particular food or dust, to which it has become hypersensitive. A person with an allergy is said to be allergic. When a person has seasonal allergies, which I sometimes would get when I lived in Kansas, you have symptoms like a cold, congestion, runny nose, swollen eyes, and sinus headaches. But severe allergies can actually cause hives and anaphylaxis, which is a life-threatening emergency that leads to breathing difficulties, lightheadedness, and loss of consciousness. And then for the second question, you can just answer, do you have any pets? What do you like about having them around? What do you not like? Do the bad aspects outweigh the good, and why? Okay, so I'll just let you answer those. I'll give you a couple minutes. Good morning, Esther. All right, Chris, when you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Love cats, but your nose doesn't. The magazine asked, a San Diego company is breeding felines that are naturally
Felines.
felines that are naturally hypoallergenic. Hypoallergenic means that something is unlikely to cause an allergic response. there was a 15 months waiting list for these sniffle-proof kitties, which sold for 3,950 or more.
All right, you want to choose someone to read?
Wait, so I'll choose Gina.
The company selling the cats was Allergies. It had tapped into a tantalizing dream for allergy-prone cat lovers. Just 2 genes are responsible for making cats a problem for many people. It is therefore seem like a no-brainer to engineer cats that lack those genes, or to simply breed cats with versions of the genes that made the animals less allergic.
But so far, itchy-eyed cat lovers have been left disappointed. Maria?
Yes,
You want to read, please?
it's gonna be by 2000 something, right?
2010?
Oh yeah. By 2010, Alerca had stopped taking orders. Lawsuits were lining up the sniffle-proof kitties.
Sniffle?
Never materialized. Some angry customers said they never received a kitten. Others were sent a cat that sent off their allergies.
All right, choose someone to read.
Ayana.
But for all those who haven't given up hope, there may be new options around the corner. An allergic owner might pop open a can of allergy-fighting food for the cat, or maybe vaccinate the cat to produce fewer allergens. The allergy shots for owners might shift from weekly or monthly injections to a shot that offers immediate relief.
Samuel?
The new genes editing tool. See, have to say that or just spell it.
Just say CRISPR-Cas9.
CRISPR-Cas9 might even
Just
come.
CRISPR. Yeah.
Might even come to the rescue. This technology might deliver the ultimate dream to those who can afford it. A cat that doesn't produce allergens at all. One company has made some progress applying that to cats.
Okay, thanks. Esther?
Where are we?
We're right here where it says success in taming cat.
Success in taming cat allergies might even bring good news for the people whose allergies have nothing to do with cats. If any of the cat allergy fighting measures prove safe and effective, they might be deployed against other allergens. They could prove especially useful against airborne ones like pollen, dog danners, or dust mites. Up to 30% of the world's population suffers from allergens in the air, so that's plenty of runny nose to dry up.
Okay, Elijah, can you take off your mute button and read? Thank you.
When it comes to cat allergies, the main culprit is flea D1. A small protein is produced primarily in cats' salivary and sebaceous glands. Flea D1 is found in flakes of dead skin or dander. It's spread to hair with cats when cat lick itself. Thus, it's not cat hair that people are allergic to. It's just hair coated in the cat spit. That's disgusting.
That's kind of, yeah, that's really disgusting. So, so salivary glands, obviously, those are the glands that make your saliva. And then the sebaceous glands are the glands that help you to sweat, or cats to sweat in this case. Going on to the next paragraph. Lamont, are you with us? Can you read?
Here.
Great.
As allergens go, fel D1 gets around. It sticks to hair and clothing, so it's easy so it's easily carried from place to place. It lasts for weeks or months before it's breaking down. It's light. It's light, easily enters the air. That makes it even more insidious.
Insidious.
Insidious. In fact, even houses without a cat tend to have a little fell D1 in their dust, says Martin Kapman. This
Immunologist.
Immunologist is president and CEO of Indoor Biotechnologies. It's a company in Charlottesville, VA.
Virginia.
That tests for allergens and allergies.
Okay, so he's an immunologist, which just means he studies immunology. Okay, it's the study of the immune system, which it helps us to fight things like allergies and pathogens, bad things like the coronavirus. Okay. Hi, Sophia. Thank you for joining us.
It's taking forever to join, bruh. Oh my god.
Make sure you take off your mute button when it's your turn to read, okay? Aristides, you want to continue?
All cats.
Where it says, as allergens go?
As allergens
No, that's, you were right. Sorry, sweetie, go ahead.
All cats produce some amount of fel D1. However, that doesn't mean that all cats are equally allergenic. In tests of hundreds of cats, Indoor Biotechnologies found levels ranging from just 5 to as much as 2,000 micrograms of fel D1 per gram of fur. Variations in two key genes explain much of that wide range, but no one knows exactly which versions of the genes result in low allergen cats.
Okay, it sounds like somebody has some background noise there, so if you're not reading, just turn off your sound, okay? Thanks, Aristides. What did we learn in that summary there, or in that paragraph there? Can you summarize that? If you want to share, you can take off your mute button and just tell us what was that paragraph about. Nobody? It basically was just saying that some cats are going to produce more allergies than other cats, okay? There are certain genes that are responsible for producing those allergies, as we learned, FELD1, okay? Next paragraph. Sophia? Sophia, can you take off your mute button and read the next paragraph? We're in Do you know where we're at, Sophia? We're in Canvas. We've clicked on
where it says it's also.
So we're in the assignment that says caring for cats, and we clicked on this button that says read. And we've also opened up this, which is where we're going to mark our answers to some questions. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go back to our questions while she gets that up and running. That's not the right one. This one. Okay. So we're at where it says during reading. What does hypoallergenic mean? Hypoallergenic means that something is unlikely to cause an allergic response. You guys noticed that I wrote my responses in a different color than the questions. If you do that, it would make it so much easier for me to look at your responses. So just change the color. You can also change it into italics like I did to answer your questions. And question 2 says, what is FeLD1? How do people get exposed to it? Well, it's a small protein produced primarily in cat salivary and sebaceous glands, and it's found in flakes of dead skin or dander from cats. So it spreads to the hair when a cat licks itself. We've covered all those in the reading so far. And if you need more time to answer those when we're done with this broadcast, you can do that, okay? So going back to the reading. Sophia, were you able to unmute? and find the article. Sophia? Okay, we're going to try somebody else. Anissa, are you alone now? Can you read?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hi, sweetie, we hear you. Go ahead and read. I think we got to right here. It's also not clear.
It's also not clear. Okay, it's also not clear what role cell D1 plays in cats. Lions and other big cats have their own version of the protein. Chapman notes, so it seems to have stuck around during cat evolution. It suggested that suggests that the protein does something. Yeah, something. Male cats that haven't been neutered tend to have the highest cell B1 levels, which have been linked to male hormones. Based on the association and the protein similarity to other
molecules.
Oh my gosh, that is tough. Cell D1 might be a pheromone.
So pheromones are these proteins, special chemicals that help animals to attract their mates. So they're saying that the ones that are neutered have higher FLD1 levels, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but if that's a pheromone, it shouldn't. But anyway, they help animals to communicate to one another with chemicals or scents, things that we smell. Let's go down below the picture of the lions and continue reading. You want to continue, Anissa?
Maybe one more paragraph.
Okay, go ahead.
All the uncertainty has made allergies to cats difficult to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
For now, options are limited. People can take antihistamines and other medication to reduce symptoms, but such drugs don't stop allergies.
Okay, great. Ayana? Ayana, yeah.
Okay. The
traditional
allergy shots are known as immunotherapy or desensitization. Desensitization therapy. They aim to retrain a person's immune system to be less sensitive to an allergen. But these shots are a commitment. A patient may need up to 100 injections over 3 or 5 years.
That's a lot of shots. I would not like that. Some people can avoid needles by taking under the tongue daily drops of the same U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved allergens as in the injections, but this treatment often is not covered by insurance. Lamont?
Desensitization, right?
Yeah, desensitization. Has too many syllables.
Desensitization therapy has been the only therapy for decades, says Gerald Nippon. He is director of the Immune Tolerance Network in Seattle, Washington. It's a research group funded by the National Institutions of Health. Exactly how sensitization works is still not fully understood. But the basic idea is that exposing the immune system to small amounts of allergens causes the body to make antibodies that block part of the allergic response. Unfortunately, Nippon says desensitization generally doesn't eliminate all symptoms, and the effects aren't always permanent.
Okay, so we did answer one more question, I believe. If you go back to the Q&A, it says here, what is the oh no, how do allergy shots work? Traditional allergy shots are known as immunotherapy or desensitization therapy. They aim to retrain a person's immune system to be less sensitive to an allergen, but those shots are a commitment because you may need up to 100 injections over 3 to 5 years. Exposing the immune system to small amounts of allergens causes the body to make antibodies that block part of the allergic response. So again, you'll have more time to answer those later, but they're all in the reading. All right, we went ahead, you did that already. Okay, let's go down a little further below the chart. Newer approaches. Gina, would you read there?
Newer approaches are focusing on FEL-D1. They're either directly neutralize it or block its interaction with the human immune system. The competition to devise an effective solution to cat allergies is fierce. Because of the large potential market, about 10%, some estimate 20% of people are allergic to cats. A successful approach could make companies a lot of money. Applying lessons learned here to other allergies is a strong motivator too.
Great, and that's an answer to another question. About 10% is the answer. Improving immunotherapy. Maria?
Yes.
Can you
Which one?
continue reading where it says one problem? One problem.
Okay, thank you. One problem with traditional immunotherapy is
Good.
that it tries to stop one of the later steps in the allergic response. Immunoglobulin E, or IgE, is an antibody that triggers
Triggers.
triggers an allergic reaction. Antibodies patrol the body looking for specific interlopers. In people with allergies, the IgE on latches onto
Latches like it holds on to.
latches. Okay, latches onto the proteins or chemical allergens that trigger their allergy. Oh my God.
That's okay.
Thank you.
All right, choose somebody, Maria.
Gina?
Gina just read. Choose somebody else.
My bad. Ayana.
We're at traditional immunotherapy.
When an IgE finds its allergen.
When an IgE finds its allergen, the antibody raises an alarm. It does that by telling certain cells that something is wrong. Those cells make chemicals called histamines.
Good.
It's the job of histamines to get rid of bothersome things by any means necessary. Those histamine chemicals might make eyes water or trigger coughing, sneezing, or itching. That's helpful when the substance poses harm, but it is not pleasant when the substance, like cat dander, is actually harmless. In allergies, this histamine response can go way too far. It can even cause people's throats to swell shut and other life-threatening consequences.
Yeah, that's a bit much. I mean, it's good for us to keep, obviously, it's good to keep like cats' dander, which is basically their dead skin cells and their hair. It's good to keep that out of our bodies. We don't want it there, but not to the point that it kills us, right? Okay, so people that have those really strong allergic reactions have their lives threatened. All right, choose someone, Ayana.
Camila?
Traditional immunotherapy blocks the histamine-producing part of this reaction, yet that's the only one part of the body's response to an allergen.
Go ahead and continue.
We now see allergy as an immune activation symphony, explains Nepom. Rather than a strict chain of single events, it's more like an orchestra, and it has many players, molecules performing on cue.
All right, choose.
Chris?
We're on traditional, right?
Today.
Oh, today Nepom said allergy researchers are getting a clearer understanding of the role of each player. This is like figuring out which part of the orchestra is creating the problem. Is it horn section or the strings, or do you have a single oboe player going Raj? Knowing that could help rogue. Knowing that could help researchers target players in the immune system more efficiently, he says.
Okay, I'm going to read, and when I pause, you guys are going to fill in the blanks, okay? For example, one research group funded by the Immune Tolerance Network is wrapping up a human trial that goes by the name of catnip. This clinical trial is testing what's called an allergen plus approach. Scientists combine small amounts of FeLD1 with an
antibody
that blocks a substance important to triggering the allergic response. That substance is a
protein
that helps spark and maintain allergic reactions. It may be one of those rogue oboists. The idea is that if this treatment works, a patient could develop a long-lasting
tolerance
from a one-year series of allergy shots. That may sound like a lot, but today's version of such a therapy requires 3 to 5 years of
shots.
Other parts of the allergic response are prime targets too, says Jamie Orengo. She is an immunologist at Regeneron Pharmaceuticals in Tarrytown, New York. Regeneron is a major financial supporter of the Society for Science and the Public, which publishes this page here. Okay, the company has designed
antibodies
that are highly specific to FeLD1. These antibodies bind to and lock up the
allergen
before the immune system can react to it. It's an amped up version of the traditional immunotherapy, and it's one that could be used to target other allergens, Orengo notes. We don't have to rely on the human body. We can make those
antibodies.
Guys, where are you? Turn off your mutes and participate. We can make those antibodies in the laboratory instead of waiting for them to be generated by the person naturally, Orengo says. Tests in mice and in people allergic to cats shows fewer
allergy
symptoms.
Good, after just one treatment. Her team reported in a 2018 paper in Nature Communications. That one treatment gave results that used to be seen only after years of conventional
immunotherapy.
Most people treated saw as much as 60% reduction in nasal
symptoms.
One shortcoming, while this approach is very fast acting, it doesn't restrain the person's
immune system.
Someone receiving the treatment would need periodic boosters, perhaps every few months. Well, there's also special cat food. Cat saliva is the biggest source of FeLD1. Researchers at Nestle Purina are now testing
cat food
containing an antibody. It binds to the protein in the saliva as a cat eats it. This antibody doesn't prevent the cat from producing the allergen. It does, however, make it almost impossible for the human immune system to
Recognize.
Recognize the allergen.
Good. In fact, this was an important strategy behind our research, says Ebenezer Satyarja. I butchered that name. Okay. This immunologist is leading the research at the Purina Institute in St. Louis, Missouri. We don't want to stop the production of FeLD1 because currently, hi Anton, because late as usual, because currently it is not clear what role it has in the cat.
That is
Hey, Anton, let me tell you something. This is what we're doing. I don't know if you've caught up, but we're on Canvas.
Yeah.
We opened the article on, what's the name of the article? Something about cat licking. It's in this Canvas assignment, which is caring for cats or something or another. Okay, you with us?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, since you're with us and I'm so glad to hear you, why don't you start reading here? It's
Okay.
down the page where it says test so far. Can you see that?
What?
What?
I don't see nothing.
Are you on Canvas?
Yeah.
And did you open
No,
the
I'm
article?
not on Canvas.
Huh?
I'm not on Canvas.
Oh, see, the truth comes out. Get on Canvas and open the assignment, which is the one related to caring for cats or daring destiny for dollars, okay?
Okay.
And since we just have very little time left, I'm going to actually say that I think you guys need to finish reading the article. It's almost done. A lot of at the bottom is just vocabulary words, okay? So you're just going to finish reading this and you're going to, of course, as I said earlier, you're going to answer these questions that are also there. But right now, what I want to look at is at the bottom of the assignment where it says discuss, click on that last link. Because I'd like to discuss this just a little before we wrap up. Okay, everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to answer these discussion questions together. For what do you think the FeLD1 gene found in cat saliva could possibly be? What is it for? What did they say it might be for? Remember we talked about the word pheromone, which is a protein that is supposed to attract what? You don't remember that? Okay, so it's a FeLD1 is a gene that is possibly a pheromone. Pheromones are used to attract what? To attract mates. Okay?
Okay.
Do you think it's ethical to alter an organism's genes for any reason? What's the word ethical mean?
Like the difference between right and wrong.
Okay, so do you guys think it's okay to do that?
No.
Okay, just write your opinion. And then maybe just support it with the reason why you think it's right or wrong, okay? And then here, why do you think that's wrong, Ayana?
Because like, I don't know like how to explain it exactly. Like, it's just, it doesn't seem very like right to alter organisms.
What might be some of the consequences of altering genes in organisms?
I'm not really sure.
So if I get rid of a gene, let's say this gene actually is to attract mates, what would happen if they don't have that pheromone produced?
And they can't attract them.
They're not going to attract mates, and then they're not going to be able to do what? They're not going to be able to reproduce. That could be pretty serious, right? So sometimes when we are changing things in organisms because it suits our needs or suits what we want, which in this case is just not to get allergic reactions, that could have really serious consequences in animals that we don't really realize or think about ahead of time. So do you think it's okay to do that so you can have an allergy-free response to a cat in your home? Why would people want to be have an allergy-free response? I mean, why don't they just say, hey, I'm not going to have a cat?
Because like they might like that animal, but like they're just allergic to it. Like there's nothing they can do about it, and they might have had it for like a really long time, and then like the allergy just develops as they get older. And
that could be, yeah. And like after a while, pets become like part of the family, right? And people love them. So you could respond to that question. Anybody else want to share? Sophia, do you have any pets?
Yes. I have a dog, and my brother's allergic to pets with fur.
Mm-hmm. What are his symptoms?
He starts sneezing a lot. His eyes get like poofy and red.
Mm-hmm.
He also has like a stuffy nose most of the
Okay.
time.
So imagine if you have that kind of response to a cat and then something comes along like the coronavirus, then you'd already have some sort of problems with your respiratory system, and a virus would just make things even worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes people with allergies or asthma, they're going to have much more serious responses to other things like flus. So that's something that people need to consider, and that might seem like an important way to handle that problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So we already talked about number 4, what repercussions. Repercussions are like consequences that we could have to editing the cat's genes. So if we change the genes, how that would affect them. Might there be a negative consequence to people that are allergic to cats if they're exposed to the cats that produce no allergic effects? It says, consider how allergies are produced. Allergies occur as a result of our bodies triggering a response to something considered harmful to our bodies. So all I was thinking when I wrote this question is that if we're getting rid of an allergic response, then our body's not going to respond to all that extra stuff in the environment that we want to keep out of our bodies. And we don't want to keep the, we don't want the fur and the cat's dead skin cells, the dander, to go into our bodies. So if we are changing that factor, that's going to affect us. It could possibly affect us in a bad way in the long run by allowing things in our body that shouldn't be there. How many of you would probably, if you own a cat and had allergies, would you go out and buy that more expensive cat food from Purina because it contains that anti-allergen for cats? Or that anti-salivary kind of substance for cats, the antibodies?
Yes.
Yes.
You would? What about you, Camila? Would you?
Yes.
You can just shake your heads or say no, nod your heads, shake or no. So I see some people shaking their heads yes, and some people shaking their heads no.
Yes.
How many of you think it's important enough for us not to change the genes of animals that you would actually even write your congressperson about this topic? How many of you would do that? I'm going to ask you, how many of you think it's an important enough issue to do that one by one? So we'll start with Elijah. Do you think it is?
Yeah, I think it's important.
Okay, Sam?
Yes.
Esther?
No.
Okay, Anissa?
What was the question?
It's just, do you feel like it's important enough for people not to engineer cats that are different just because we want to do something like have a cat in our home and not have allergy responses? You think it's important enough that you would actually change the law? No. Okay, Anton?
Yes.
Okay. Sophia?
Yes.
Chris?
Yeah. Yes.
Maria?
Yes.
Okay, Camila? Ayana?
Yes.
Gina?
Yeah.
Sam? Anissa?
Yes.
All right. So this paper, this one that says DNA altered hypoallergenic cats, I'm not requiring you to complete for an assignment. But the other one that we've been working on, this one, you must complete for your assignment today. Okay? Look at Canvas.
What do you want?
Turn off your sound, Anissa.
Oh,
All right,
forgot. Sorry.
we're going to be wrapping up, okay? So what I need you to do is just complete the assignment after you're done reading, and then going back to Canvas, all of the assignments for this week. You just have to answer those questions, and then we have one more related to this. It's strengthening your body's immune response against allergies and the coronavirus. Click on that for a minute. There's some videos here I want you to watch and a reading, I think, as well. And you're just gonna write a paragraph using this form related to what you have read. So it says, how might having allergies influence your susceptibility to the coronavirus? And then you're gonna just do a little bit of research using what you've read above here and the videos, maybe something else in addition, and you're gonna write a 1-paragraph essay using this format here, sentence 1. It tells you exactly what to write for each sentence, only 5 sentences, okay? Any questions? All right. So since this is our first video meeting, I'd like to just get some feedback from you about just maybe the way it was conducted and how you feel that, how you feel it went, maybe some suggestions for future meetings, and as well as getting you guys to interact a little bit more. So brainstorm, share with me, and I'll make note of these things.
Oh, Miss Gross, Ayana V was saying hers weren't working with the code.
What wasn't working, Ayana?
The other
Ayana V.
Yeah,
Michael
said the same thing.
What wasn't working for them?
I'm on the phone with
when it was the code.
Those video chat wasn't working.
I had to help Sophia.
Michael, like computers being retarded right now.
Okay, well maybe I can help them, but if you guys are just, if you're in contact with them, you might just say they need to go down on, see where I'm at on my page on Canvas. They need to go down and just click on Zoom here. Did they do that?
Did you click on Zoom? He didn't click on Zoom.
See, it's so basic, but when you've never done it before, it's hard, right? Okay, so just maybe show them, and anybody who has not been able to figure something out should either shoot me an email or shoot Mr. Schofield an email, okay? So you can communicate that.
Miss Gross, Michael said check your email.
Okie doke.
She said
Christian the whole time I was trying to help him, but every time he did it, like he went through so many ways, and every time he did it.
Mikey. We can see your change your name.
Anyway, you can tell all your classmates, as will I, that there is going to be a recorded video of today that they can access in YouTube. Well, I'm going to be able to share it with you through Canvas, but you can also go to my YouTube channel and find it there, okay?
Okay.
Any other feedback before we wrap it up?
No.
Okay, what did you
I
most
have a
like about?
question.
Yes, Chris, what?
So school doesn't open until like April 30th, right?
I haven't heard anything.
Isn't it April 15th?
Have you gotten any texts or
Huh?
emails about that?
April
Oh no,
15th.
people said they might extend it again, like until April 30th.
Yeah,
It's
it might
most
be.
likely
It could
going
even be
to
till the
expand
end
it to
of the year.
2021.
I know, like some school districts are waiting until the next school year to go back to school. So
They told us April 15th, but if it gets extended after the next extension, then it's just gonna go on to next year.
yeah, we'll see. Just keep checking in on your emails and. Okay, so we'll call it a day, guys. Okay. If you want to share anything else with me, please send me an email. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Michael said he loves you.
Love you all too. Ciao, ciao.
Girls.
Bye-bye.
Yo.